What's a comeback you heard that left a Karen completely speechless? I was wrongfully convicted for the death of my daughter and was forced to spend my time grieving in a prison cell for 10 years. When I was released, I had nowhere to go, so I decided to set up camp right beside my daughter's gravestone. It was in a rundown part of town, so no one really cared. I kept sleeping there for weeks and even considered going back to prison. But back then, spending time with her was my only source of joy. Well, that and cigarettes. And to understand the next part of this story, you have to know I was still getting used to socializing and joking around with non-inmates. So I was in my usual store, buying my usual flowers, when I turned to a customer and said, "My girlfriend caught me cheating on her last week. Which bouquet do you think screams, 'I'm sorry, let's have makeup SX'?" The customer almost spit his coffee out laughing, and I was pretty much satisfied with my daily intake of dark humor. But that's when a lady with kids turned around and started picking a fight with me. She called me a follower for not being able to say no to another woman. As soon as she opened her mouth, I had already decided to ignore her. But that's when the guy in front of me turned around and said, "You have 4 kids. When have you ever said no?" She went red, and her kids tugged at her shirt while asking what the man meant. I think it was the most I had laughed since my daughter was killed. I practically ran back to the graveyard to tell her what happened. But that time, something was different. I was finally seeing myself in third person, a skinny man in torn and filthy clothing, talking to himself in the middle of the graveyard. After that, I started trying to get my life together, all thanks to a Karen in 7-Eleven.